This is for all my kids, all of my teenagers that is probably 14 to 19. Stay on semen retention. Do not release your seed, okay? This is from somebody that was fornicating, that was into pornography at a very young age, and I am just telling y'all the results of it once it hit adult years, you know what I'm saying? So heed my words, teenagers. I'm telling y'all now, do not have sex until y'all married, okay? And if y'all already having sex, stop having sex, okay? Because let me tell you, you are doing more bad than good to yourself and to your body. And the reason why you're doing, your self-damage to your body is because your semen has a lot of nutrients inside of it that you need to function, right? And so if you are releasing that already at a teenage year, by the time you hit my age, like 27, by the time you hit 27 or even older, you are not going to like your life. You're going to be struggling with a lot of things inwardly that you shouldn't be struggling with, you know what I'm saying? So y'all pretty much ahead of I'm pretty much telling y'all this before y'all get to my age, you know what I'm saying? This is more so like a futuristic call in a sense, like, and it's gonna damage your it's gonna damage you, because I just did the body. It's gonna damage you because when you are sexual with multiple people, when sex is on your mind, when you watch pornography, when you masturbate, when you go to sexually hyper functions, you are opening yourself to a lot of spiritual attacks. I know a lot of people don't talk about this because, the world thinks it's okay, the world is fine with it, but from somebody that was on that side and now like converted to a whole different side from it, it's once you don't know how much this stuff affects you until you take a break from it, until you say no to it. Like, you won't see the damage being done while you're in it, you know what I'm saying? You really won't. You might get urges saying, oh, is this okay, is this fine? But you won't really know the damage. You don't see nothing wrong with it until you abstain from it, until you take a break from it, until you're just completely done with it. And from somebody who is basically done with it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I still have my urges and stuff like that, but someone who made a conscious decision to say this ain't happening no more, I sat back and seen how much clogged my brain was once I was being led by my sexual temptations. It really changes your mind. It really changes your perspective. The same mindset a kid has, that's what you should continue to keep. A pure mind, a unclogged mind, a very creative mind, a very clear mind. Kids can sense. Kids' spiritual senses are very high. That's why, well, we know that. Like, if you really want to know what's going on, pay attention to your kids. You know what I'm saying? I think their senses is almost close to dogs and animals. Like, animals' intuitions are very high too. So the goal here, the main goal, is to keep that same mindset as a kid, as an adult when you grow older, right? And that can be clogged by by lust driven life, okay? So if you are 15, well, not even say 15, if you are in your teenage years, this is the perfect time to stop, okay? To stop, because it's gonna hurt you in the long run, bro. Take it from people that are not only that was not only in their sexual life but got out of it, you know what I'm saying, that completely said no to it, that is aware of the damages that is being done to you from living a lustful life. Don't look at your friends, because your friends might encourage you to stay in it. You know what I'm saying? You might have brothers that's around your age. You might have friends and uncles that will tell you, you know, oh, he a young whippersnapper. He young. He got a life ahead of him. Like, long as you wear a condom, you good. You know what I'm saying? Knock down all the females you can. Okay, we was all taught that. All of us, all of the men that's like my age on up, we were all taught that. Like, you a man because like you got to live it up as a man, and the definition of that is every girl you see, if you feel like you want to have sex, then knock them down and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You just enjoying life. And I'm gonna just go ahead and say, y'all, listen to me. If no man teach you this, that is the worst advice you can give as a man to a adolescent. Because yeah, to the world it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool to think like that. It's cool to say I'm young and I'm dumb and full of cum. You know what I'm saying? It's what Drake said, my excuse is that I'm young. I know it's so modernized to think that. Like, it's like kind of like justifies your actions in a sense. Like, no, not even in a sense. It justifies your actions to go and have sex with your boy, your girlfriend, or have sex with that girl you seen in the club, or watch pornography, or masturbate, or, you know, look at girls naked. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, got a lot of Instagram followers and then nothing but women, sexual models. You know what I'm saying? I know it's very modernized to think that way, but that is the worst advice we were given as kids. And the reason why it is because once you fornicate, that's all it is. Once you fornicate, you are exchanging energies with whatever is giving you pleasure, whatever is giving you dopamine at that time, whatever is making you feel wanted or satisfied at that time. You are exchanging energies. You are exchanging spirits. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, if you are young and you are having sex with multiple women, you are exchanging energies with those multiple women. Okay? If you are watching pornography, you are exchanging energies with watching pornography. If you are constantly on Instagram or social media and you follow nothing but seductive women, you are exchanging energies with that page, with that woman. Okay, you can't see it. You know what I'm saying? That's probably, and no, that's not probably why. That's why you seeing nothing wrong with it, because you can't see the damages being done firsthand, because it's spiritual. Okay, the stuff that's being done, the stuff that's a damage to you is spiritual. So you're not gonna see it, but you are gonna notice the effects, and that's what makes it spiritual. So you can't see it being done, but you start feeling these things just out of nowhere. That's the spiritual thing. So all I'm doing is just urging y'all to stay. Like, I've been there. I'm 27 years old, bro. I was having sex when I was in my teenage years. I got addicted to porn, or I wouldn't say addicted, because I'm not addicted anymore, but I started watching porn at 8 years old. Okay, I got introduced to it indirectly, in a sense. Like, my auntie, my mom then was gone, my older cousin was watching me, and a commercial came on, Girls Gone Wild came on, and ever since then I started finding different ways on how to obtain more about it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what led up to now. And that's why now I killed it at 26, but look how long it took me. And all I'm saying is, y'all don't have to wait till y'all 26, till y'all 30, till y'all 40 to stop living by lust. Y'all can stop now, okay? And let me tell you, bro, like, the benefits of semen retention is not worth losing, okay? The stuff that I'm experiencing now on semen retention is beautiful. Of course, if I would have started, if I would have never let lust lead my life when I was like in teenage years, if I would have started there and you know, started from like I don't know like 15 to 27 right now, I would have been unstoppable. I would have been feeling great. All of the benefits I'm feeling, I would have felt that at a much higher level if I started at 15. You know what I'm saying? So, and don't listen to your friends. If you're okay, so let me break it down. Let me break it down to y'all, bro. Let me break it down. Semen retention is not going to be talked about in any type of public or popular function regarding men. So what I mean is when it comes to male groups, when y'all chilling with your boys, semen retention is not likely to come up. Okay, semen retention is not coming up. Probably the you know, girls y'all see at the store, at the mall, I'll be like, dang, she fine, dang, I gotta get her number. But the sheer topic of semen retention is not coming up. Okay, so understand that semen retention is not popular. It's not popular. It should be a normal way to live, but this world is so used to instant gratification. Semen retention is not with that. Okay, semen retention delays gratification, and it actually teaches you some discipline. You know what I'm saying? This world doesn't like discipline. We don't like discipline because it controls us. Semen is like discipline tells us what to do. We don't like being told what to do. So now we are living in a world where we are not comfortable with being told what to do, and when we try to be told what to do, then we struggle with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why people relapse all the time, because we're so used to doing what we want, when we want it, and how we want it, the way we want it. You know what I'm saying? But what I was saying was, it's not popular to be on semen retention. So if you start, understand that your friends are going to pick on you, are going to laugh at you, are going to think you're stupid, because it's not normal, especially at that age, especially around teenage years. Like, imagine me telling my friends that I'm gonna stop watching. Like, every time they show me a website or show me a picture or show me a girl that's just down with it all, and I tell her no, they gonna think I'm gay or some junk. They gonna think I'm weird. They gonna think I'm ESC. That's what we used to say back then. But whole time, you're not. You just understand that this is the way that it should have been, or it should be. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna be popular, and it's also going to shock your parents if they know that you're sexually active. Okay, because I'm pretty sure you had a dad or uncle or big brother that tell you this is fine to, you know, have sex with multiple women. You just living it up, you just being a man. No. So they are going to be shocked if you are sexually active. They're going to be shocked, because they finna be like, that's finna go against what they perceived as a man, but it's not their fault. You know what I'm saying? They were taught the same thing. Their grandparents taught them, their grandparents taught them, their grandparents taught, you know, so far. And like, it's just like, even back in the Bible days, like King Solomon had multiple wives, you know, had multiple concubines, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, quote unquote, normal for a man to live it up and have multiple women. So when you tell the people, when you tell your men, your older men in the family, that you're not going to pursue her, you're not going to get her number, you're going to just leave it alone, they're going to think that you are afraid. They're going to think you're scary. They're going to be shocked. Whole time you're not shocked. You're just on a different level. You know what I'm saying? You're just not going to be swayed by your lust. Okay, you're just not going to be on that. So I said this, I'm making this video to say, y'all, for all my youngins out there, don't give in to your lust. Okay, women come and go. Women are going to throw themselves at you because you're controlling your sexual energy. So if you are in high school, you're going to get a lot of attraction, because even women are sexually active in high school. I mean, this is no brainer. I mean, like in my days back in high school, all of the women, majority of the women, had at least 4 or 5 bodies on them. Just ask them, you know what I'm saying? And also, let's say if you have a girlfriend, let's say if you are in high school, you are in your teenage years, and you have a girlfriend and y'all actively having sex, cut it out. Okay, cut it out. Okay, and let me tell you why. Because like I said, if that's not your wife, you are exchanging energies. Even if with your wife, you exchange your energies, but that's on a good side, that you are exchanging energies with your wife, because that brings you closer. But if it's not, it don't matter how much you love her, it don't matter how much you think that this is your wife, it's not your wife yet, then refrain from sex, okay? And if she has a problem with that, then that's not the woman for you. I'm probably ending a lot of relationships right now, but it's good for you. If you decide as a young teenager that you want to take this journey serious, that you are listening to me, and I'm pretty much putting you on the right path to keep your semen, to refrain from lust, and she doesn't agree with that, or she completely tells you that, but you gotta have sex, what about my urges, try to manipulate you into having sex because you telling her no, then that's not the woman for you. Now, it is some women that will tell you that that's fine, but they so used to having sex, they gonna get that sexual pleasure, they're gonna get their rocks off some way, shape, or form. Probably not through you, but through somebody else. And that's okay, because she's still living in her lustful ways. She's still living lustfully, and you are on a higher vibration now because you're not controlled by your lust. I know the world makes it normal for men to be controlled by lust, the world can be controlled by lust. It's to the point where it's so common that is just the norm. But no, you are living beyond that. So now you're not operating your decisions and choices and lifestyle, careers, all that stuff through lust, okay? She still is. So she is like kind of getting irritated because you're thinking higher than her, basically. So what she's going to do is she's going to find her sexual pleasure through someone else that is also still thinking sexually, okay? So that happened to me. So I'm speaking from experience. Like there was one time I was dating in high school, and I told her that I didn't want to have sex anymore because I felt like this was wrong. So I was just gonna stay, I was just gonna stay away from sex. That didn't sit right with her. She still felt sexually driven. She didn't agree with what I was saying, so she found it through someone else that she knew, you know what I'm saying? I was hurt in the beginning, but then I sat there to realize, I was like, wait, you just did me a favor, you know what I'm saying? So for the fellas that might, I'm only speaking to the ones that might go through this, and not all of them. You might find a woman, you might be dating a woman right now that once you tell her that I want to refrain from sex, and she agrees and becomes celibate with you and walk the journey until marriage, that is a God-fearing woman. That is a God-fearing woman. That is a queen, okay? So I said all this to say, all my teenage men, because y'all men now, even if y'all teenagers, right? You retain semen in your high school years, in your teenage years. Keep your semen, y'all. Keep it. Take it and build up what y'all want build up. You know what I'm saying? If you feel urges as a teenager, because that's what I believe that's where they most spiked, when you in your teenage years, because you're surrounded, you know what I'm saying, by the norm and by teenagers that do this. But when you feel your sexual energy, when you feel those high senses of urges, that's not you don't release it through sexual pleasure. Take that and go to the gym, go for a run, read a book, start a business. If you're not in sports, join a sports. You know what I'm saying? You got to take that energy and release it in a good way. So that's all I wanted to say, man. Like, if y'all and if you are a dad that has, if you are a dad or an older gentleman that taught your kid the same way my dad taught us, if you are an older gentleman that taught us it's okay for your son to constantly have sex long as he's strapped up, I would recommend y'all stop doing that. Stop. I would recommend y'all stop, because that's not good advice. That's not good advice, and I won't be teaching my kid that. I will not be teaching my kid if he come across a girl and they want to have sex. I would not teach my kid to pursue that. I would suggest to him, I'm like, okay, you can pursue, but understand that, you got to tell her that you not having sex anytime soon until marriage, okay? And I know that sounds so stupid, but it's not stupid. It's actually a protection, because like I just said, like once you like having fornicating, you're exchanging energies with all of these people, and you wondering why you feel so down all the time. You wondering why like you feeling all of these, like you feeling all of this damage to your soul, and you trying to figure out where you get it from. It's from the fornication, it's from the videos you watch, it's from the OnlyFans you subscribe to, it's from the women you're sexually looking at. You know what I'm saying? It comes from that. And and you know what? I'm gonna just end it here, y'all. I'm gonna just end it here. Like, y'all got the gist of the video, bro. If y'all in your teenage years, bro, keep your semen, bro. Keep it, bro. Keep it. Use it to build you up. Let it build in your body so you can get the nutrients you need to further yourself in whatever occupation you want to pursue further. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, semen retention gang or younger gang, y'all be safe.